Why Elon Musk takes no salary. Elon Musk is one of the most notorious entrepreneurs in the world. Sure, he's worth a staggering $195 billion from founding companies like SpaceX, PayPal, and The Boring Company, but he also has quite eccentric ways of doing business, like the fact that he's never earned a salary from Tesla. And today, we want to know precisely why the South African-born tech titan prefers to work for free. Let's get it on. By California law, Elon Musk does need to earn at least minimum wage from Tesla, so he does technically get a salary to the tune of about $37,000 every year. The thing is, he never actually uses that money. "I don't cash it," he told the New York Times. "It just ends up accumulating in a Tesla bank account out there somewhere." It's a pretty characteristic move from the CEO, who made headlines in 2018 by announcing a 10-year Tesla pay plan that would keep him from earning a salary or bonuses or guaranteed shares from the company for 10 years. Instead, he'd be given stock options, but he'd only get the payouts if the company reached certain milestones, the first being a $100 billion market value. To put that in perspective, Tesla was worth $59 billion at that point. If all goes according to Musk's very ambitious plan, Tesla will be worth $650 billion by 2028, and he'll have more than $50 billion in stocks. If the company never reaches that growth, though, Musk will never see all that cash. Other Silicon Valley CEOs might not go through all the extremes that Musk does, but giving up a salary actually isn't unheard of among the 1%. Absurdly rich tech CEOs like Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg and Google's Sergey Brin and Larry Page joined the Dollar Salary Club by turning down high wages for, you guessed it, payoff a measly symbolic dollar. But here's the thing. Just because CEOs are making $1 salaries doesn't mean their bank accounts really only go up to 1 digit a year. Even if they give up bonuses too, they still get the advantage of high-value stock options. The dollar salary really for them is meant to signify that they have large stakes in their company. Aaron Boyd, director of governance for Equilar, told Forbes the value they're going to receive, the compensation they'll earn, is coming solely from their stock. By publicly waiving a salary from their company, CEOs like Musk are basically telling the world that they've got a good thing going, and they have no doubt that it'll keep up its momentum. Of course, that's also on top of the billions they've already earned from past salaries, other projects, and company stocks. Elon Musk has made it clear that his dreams aren't about making money but shooting for the stars, literally, with ideas of colonizing Mars and turning humans into cyborgs. When you've got goals like that, you can brush away tens of thousands of dollars without batting an eye. For a CEO who receives no salary, Elon Musk's 2020 payday reached sky-high levels.
Whenever somebody buys the Tesla Roadster, even though it's a $109,000 fancy sports car, every penny that Tesla makes goes into development of lower-cost mass-market vehicles. So the company doesn't issue any dividends, nor will it ever. My salary is minimum wage. So I'm a volunteer, basically.
He received 4 grants to buy 8.4 million Tesla shares in 2020. After paying the exercise price, those blocks of stock options were each worth $6.2 billion. The combined $24.8 billion value of those options alone is more than Musk was worth a year ago when Forbes calculated its billionaires list when he was ranked as the world's 31st richest person. 2021 and 2022 could be nearly as lucrative for him. The company's annual financial filing disclosed that Musk would probably receive 3 additional options grants this year, each as large and as lucrative as those he received in 2020. At current values, those 3 options tranches would be worth $18.6 billion. Analysts are now forecasting that Tesla's 2022 financial results will likewise reach heights that would bring Musk 3 additional blocks of options. Tesla could hit one of those profit targets in 2021, which would mean Musk could match the 4 tranches of options he received last year. If Musk were somehow to increase the value of Tesla to $650 billion, a figure many experts would contend is laughably impossible and would make Tesla one of the 5 largest companies in the United States based on current evaluations, his stock award could be worth as much as $55 billion, assuming the company does not issue any more shares over the next decade, which is unrealistic. each reaching several of the milestones would bring him billions. Musk's critics, and there are many, are likely to contend that the new compensation plan is just the company's latest publicity stunt. He has been called a modern-day P.T. Barnum who has created the illusion of success while consistently missing production estimates. But Musk's compensation plan is no illusion. He gets paid only if the company succeeds over the long term with significant gains in market cap. And it's impossible for him to manipulate the system by trying to prop up the stock price for a temporary period. Under the terms of the arrangement, even once his shares vest, he has to hold them an additional 5 years before he's allowed to sell them. As executive compensation plans go, Tesla is about as friendly to shareholders as they come. Many other companies have installed outsized packages that often come at the expense of shareholders because the executives get paid when they underperform their peers. Musk's new compensation plan is similar to the previous one, but in place when the company was worth $3.2 billion in 2012. Only now the numbers are much larger. That package also paid Musk only when he reached certain market value and operational benchmarks. And virtually nobody could imagine Tesla would be worth 17 times what it was back then. Since he does not get a salary to afford to live, Musk has borrowed against his shares, a practice that some corporate executives have questioned. He insists that the loans are such a small proportion of his stake in the company that even if Tesla shares were to fall precipitously, it would not impact him or the company. If Musk succeeds in hitting some of the benchmarks, it would also mean that companies' employees, including those who work on the factory floor who get paid in both cash and stock, could become wealthy. Under the terms of the deal, which is subject to shareholder approval, Musk has to remain the company's chief executive. However, the agreement would allow him to become chief product officer and executive chairman with a chief executive reporting to him. He said he saw that as a possibility only if the company became so large that he needed to recruit a top person to oversee the operations. Musk has once said he is not driven by money. So what is it about his incentive plan that appeals to him? None of it is intended for dynastic wealth creation, he said. The reason that it's important to me personally is that there are some pretty big things that I want to do. I want to contribute as much as possible to humanity becoming a multi-planet species, he said, alluding to a goal he's talked about quite often, including having people live on Mars. That obviously requires a certain amount of capital. If everything falls into place, it will be hard to catch the salary-less Musk when it comes to net worth. The good thing is that time never lies. All we have to do is sit and wait. What do you think of Musk's compensation plan? Let us know in the comments below. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and turn on those post notifications.